Imagine you're back in school, but this time, instead of learning about quadratic equations or the periodic table, you're sitting in Plastic Baby Bottles 101. The bell rings, and it's time to dive into a topic that's way more relevant to your daily life as a parent. The chemicals lurking in those seemingly innocent baby bottles. Today, we're breaking down everything you need to know about BPA, its replacements, and what that means for your baby's health. Don't worry, no pop quizzes here. Just practical knowledge that'll help you make the best choices for your little one. First up on our syllabus is bisphenol A, better known as BPA. This chemical has been used since the 1950s to make plastics hard and shatterproof. Qualities you'd want in a baby bottle, right? But here's the catch. BPA is an endocrine disruptor, which means it can mess with your body's hormone systems. In humans, BPA can mimic estrogen, leading to all sorts of potential health issues, especially in developing babies. Studies have linked BPA exposure to problems like developmental delays, behavioral issues, and even an increased risk of certain cancers. Not exactly the kind of thing you want floating around in your baby's milk. As a result of these concerns, BPA quickly became public enemy number one in the world of baby products. Cue the rush to find safer alternatives and the birth of the BPA-Free Movement. So what exactly does BPA-Free mean? In theory, it means the product doesn't contain BPA, which sounds great. But as with many things in life, it's not quite that simple. The good news is that BPA-free bottles don't contain BPA, so you're avoiding that specific chemical. Manufacturers have responded to consumer demand and removed BPA from many baby products, which is a win for parents. The bad news is that in place of BPA, many companies started using other chemicals that are structurally similar to BPA, like bisphenol S, BPS, and bisphenol F, BPF. Unfortunately, these alternatives might not be much better. Research suggests that BPS and BPF can also disrupt hormones, much like BPA. In other words, they're the sneaky cousins of BPA, wearing a different hat but causing similar trouble. The ugly truth is that the term BPA-free can sometimes create a false sense of security. Just because a product doesn't contain BPA doesn't necessarily mean it's safe. It's important to dig deeper and understand what's actually in those safe plastics. Now, let's get to know BPS and BPF a little better. These chemicals are often used in place of BPA to make products that are marketed as safer alternatives. But are they really? BPS was introduced as a BPA substitute, but studies have shown that it too can act as an endocrine disruptor. In fact, BPS might even be more persistent in the environment than BPA, meaning it sticks around longer, potentially causing harm over a more extended period. Not exactly the upgrade you were hoping for. BPF is another BPA alternative, and while it's less common than BPS, it's still used in some products. Like BPA and BPS, BPF can also interfere with the body's hormone systems, leading to similar concerns about its safety. While research on BPF is still developing, early studies suggest it's best to approach with caution. The bottom line is that while BPS and BPF are often used in BPA-free products, they don't necessarily offer a safer alternative. These chemicals share enough similarities with BPA that they could pose similar risks, particularly for babies and young children who are still developing. Beyond BPA, BPS, and BPF, there are a few other chemicals you should be aware of when it comes to plastic baby bottles. Phthalates are a group of chemicals used to make plastics more flexible. They're found in a wide range of products, from toys to food packaging, and yes, sometimes in baby bottles. Like BPA, phthalates are endocrine disruptors and have been linked to developmental and reproductive issues. While some phthalates have been banned in certain baby products, it's important to be vigilant. PVC, polyvinyl chloride, is another plastic you might encounter, though it's less common in baby bottles. When heated, PVC can release harmful chemicals like dioxins, which are known to be toxic. If you come across baby products made from PVC, it's best to avoid them altogether. Styrene is found in products like foam cups and some plastic containers. It's classified as a possible human carcinogen, meaning it could potentially cause cancer with prolonged exposure. While it's not commonly found in baby bottles, it's another chemical to be aware of when choosing feeding products. Now that we've covered the lineup of chemicals you might encounter in plastic baby bottles, you're probably wondering what your options are. The good news is that there are plenty of safer alternatives that don't rely on BPA, BPS, BPF, or other potentially harmful chemicals. Glass bottles are a great choice because they're free from all the chemicals we've talked about. They're easy to clean, don't leach anything into your baby's milk, and are fully recyclable. The only downside is that they can be heavy and breakable, though many glass bottles now come with protective silicone sleeves to help with that. Stainless steel is another safe option. It's durable, chemical-free, and often insulated, which is great for keeping milk warm or cold. The only real drawback is that you can't see how much milk is left in the bottle without opening it. But many parents find this to be a minor inconvenience. Medical-grade silicone bottles are a newer option, but they're quickly gaining popularity. Silicone is flexible, lightweight, and free from BPA, BPS, BPF, and phthalates. It's also heat-resistant, so you can safely sterilize it without worrying about leaching. Just be sure to choose high-quality silicone to ensure safety. If you're using bottles with detachable nipples, consider switching to natural rubber options. Natural rubber is free from synthetic chemicals and provides a soft, natural feel for your baby. Just make sure your baby doesn't have a latex allergy before making the switch. Navigating the world of baby products can feel like an overwhelming chemistry class at times, but understanding what's in those bottles is crucial for your baby's health. While BPA-free products are a step in the right direction, it's important to look beyond the label and consider what's really in the plastic. By opting for materials like glass, stainless steel, or high-quality silicone, you can reduce your baby's exposure to potentially harmful chemicals and feel confident that you're making the safest choice. Remember, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your little one's health. So keep asking questions, stay informed, and choose wisely. Happy and safe feeding.